first time in the setup. Daniel, Chirchir, Revo Namunga, really a lot of debutants here. David Nyangige, Elton Amalemba, Arnold Jaconia, Victor Odhiambo Mola, and Arnold Vita, the 13th player. As we start there, Revon Bale puts it high into ReUnion's 22. ReUnions have a lot to do against the Morans team that is teeming with players who want to put their hands up for the final Shujaa team that will do the duties representing us in the onslaught to get ourselves as a Kenyan team back into the Division 1.
Yeah, this ideally is the pipeline. So many debutants, but of course a mix of an experienced lot. You have the likes of John Okoth, Elvis Olukusi, you have Ran Mutua currently on the pitch. You have who's on the wing, Victor Odhiambo Mola. This is a group of boys who could have the most impact in terms of sevens rugby as we try and get back, and also besides getting back, be a stable side on the World Rugby 7 Series.
Yeah, so for Kenya, what is needed in the few tournaments that we'll be playing later on in the World Rugby circuit is at least a quarterfinals in every leg, because only the top 8 will remain. And these Safari Sevens presents an opportunity for the Kenyan coach to test out his contingent of players. As we see, Eugene Odhiambo picks it from the base, swings it out wide to Elton Amalemba, crashes into some defenders there. The base of that, Eugene controls matters, takes it to the shorter side, going into contact, and
Victor Odhiambo there. The referee says it's a tackle. They have to release. Quick tap needed. Eugene taps. The ball bounces. Elton to Rayvon steps. Rayvon steps. Sees Elvis on the pitch on the outside. Has Elvis goes straight into the man. Strong tackle there. Ball lost on the floor there. Presentation of that track area being a problem, but you can see that the defense is working really well. They're jamming in. They're not giving Kenya an opportunity to get that easy way out. Try and execute. They're piling in pressure. So Kenya have to either fix the passing, because I've seen the ball from the number 9 to the outside channels. It's not as quick as it should be. So they have to improve on the quality of passes for them to be able to get those opportunities.
Yeah, they have to play at pace here. Early days, so it's good to test the defense on both sides, but it tries to go out on from the center there, but gets tackled by Elton, who scrambled back in quick to their feet to defend again. The Morans attempted jackal, but it's not successful. Ball goes to deck. Vincent Mola, a lot of pace, top try scorer in the just concluded Kenya local club circuit. Then they go on to deck there. Restart here, knocked on ball. Referee calls it in favor of the Morans. Eugene with ball, calls his flyer to come closer. Just wants to have sight of him as that boiler room produces and emits a lot of heat. Wants to be sure that that ball will go to Raven's hand. Punched up, the squeezed, compacted the attacking play here. Mola just steps back in. Morans looking to have a platform to work with. They go back to the longer side of the pitch. John Okoth carrying it into contact. He's a strong ball carrier. That 5-meter channel, they have worked it well. Possession is good for
Kenya. Have to be patient here. Kenya have to be patient, and exactly as we talked about patience, we ran out of it. Well, it's happening. They're swinging the ball, and as I told it's the speed of the passing, the accuracy of the passing. So we need the balls to be moving as fast as they can, but most importantly, they need to hit the marks. And I think also in terms of communication, I'm not seeing so much in terms of these boys picking up and asking for that ball. You know, it's the confidence levels, you know.
Yeah, as you say, so you know, this starting seven, it's only John Okoth who has been a regular in this team in the Kenya setups. Rest of the team players coming in for the first time, so save for maybe Olukusi and Mutua. So that also informs the lack of chemistry that you're talking about. But at the end of it all, the talent to step back in, Rayvon Ambale showing it off, finds the overchasing defenders from ReUnion, and then straightens and goes all the way to score. Early days, this is the right platform for the Morans to test themselves. A lot of things can work in the training pitch for both teams, but when you get into these pressure situations, that's when your skills come into play. That's when your chemistry comes into play. That's when you're able to test your systems and see if they work. And in this one, Rayvon just identified the opportunity back in from the overchasing to meet ReUnion defenders.
Yeah, an opportunity presented itself. Rayvon Ambale is good value for money to take up that opportunity, and took it very well in the bag. And guess we're here. Kenya 7, ReUnion 0. Good game. The defense has really worked for both sides. I think Kenya have not really been asking patience this half as much.
Yeah, they've enjoyed a lot of possession even in that restart. You can see it was tapped back, but the attackers, the supporting players were not wary to that opportunity. Left ReUnion to recover it, but just shuffled into defense there, into touch there. Reynolds Pierre just goes into touch and looks like he's come out worse.
Yeah, he's come out worse, but he's back on his feet. I think hydrotherapy works. It does work, yeah, clearly. He didn't need a surgery, but he's okay.
Olukusi all over him there.
Yeah, Olukusi, strong upper body, he's a big boy. This is the time for Olukusi to step out of his shadows. I think there's no better place.
Yeah, a lot of, I mean, he's had several chances, so you will think that this is the best time for him to get himself into the 7th setup properly. Eugene going to the right there. Mutua calls for the cut back in from the speedster Vincent Mola. He is gone. He has wheels to burn. He is one of the fastest players on the local 7th scene and opens his account here for the first time appearing for the Kenya 7s. Here he comes in the Moran colors and puts the first 5 points in his international career that kicks off here on debut and taking the chance with both hands. As you see there, just went back in, ensured that the defender was flat-footed there. Lucia Enzo caught flat-footed, then Mola turned on the afterburners. Quick acceleration in that 5-meter channel, goes to score, and with a successful conversion, we go into the break. Morans leading this one 14-0 against the Safari Sevens as the club representative.
Joeli, how good is that KCB fan camp?
Restart there that has Morans with ball in hand, looking to continue from where they stopped in the first half. Elton Amalemba, strong ball carrier, very bruising ball carrier, done it well in the local circuit. Mola, Vincent Odhiambo this time round is apprehended. Good recovery there from Reynolds Pierre.
Big man there. Mola had little space. The big man defended with the touchline, so it's
it came to his rescue.
All he needed was that small space to get hold of Victor Mola. If he hadn't gotten Victor Mola, it would have been try time. So they, of course, by today, everyone is doing their homework so that they know who and how they play. So it's a good opportunity. I thought there was a contest at line-up there, but the referee allows play to continue.
Yeah, defensive play here from ReUnion in their 22, and Morans' defense holding strong. So it has to be an upfront match here. Looks like there was a ball lost in control there, but all is well for ReUnion as they try to exit. Good jackal there coming in from John Okoth, specialist in that, and is successful.
John Okoth there identified that opportunity. The player was isolated, and that jackling came through. A way of getting back possession, a very, very underrated but most dangerous play, because those going in for that counterattack is equivalent to going into very dark corners where you mostly don't know how you come back out of that position, because remember, you're going to jackal, somebody else is coming in to clear you, so those neck injuries and all that. So it's evolved in a way, and I think athletes have also adapted quite well with that tackle, bounce up and turnover.
Absolutely. As we say, so Clinton Amukwachi comes in for Elvis Olukusi in the forwards. More changes being made there. Coming in is David Nyangige going to the fly.
Changes for the Kenya Morans. Out goes Elton Amalemba, Eugene Ujambo, and in goes Nyangige David and Clinton Amukwachi.
A restart there in favor of ReUnion. ReUnion just trying to get themselves. Referee penalizing Morans for the high tackle. ReUnion having a breather here, having a reprieve. Quick tap and go. They come to the left side. 2v1, but not enough space to work with. Going in for an attempted jackal, not successful. Kipchirchir also coming in at the center, replacing Elton Amalemba. They go there, trying to identify that rack and trying to hustle ReUnion out of possession. Good pressure on ReUnion there, losing a couple of meters. Nyangige coming in, goes for the shoelaces there.
It's a turnover. Good successful hand there by Kipchirchir. It's a penalty added to the Kenya Morans. They are stuck in the middle of that pitch. More changes for the Kenyans.
Kenya Morans bringing in the changes. Barnabas Oworo, Odhiambo coming in, going into the forwards, replacing John Okoth. ReUnion is also making a couple of changes. They also have coming in, going out is Renaud Pierre. And coming in for him is Mikhail. Morans now just outside of ReUnion's 22, accelerating into contact there, coming in for a cut of Clinton Amukwachi, going into the heart of ReUnion's defense. Can have a quick offload. They have numbers to burn on the left. It's 3v2 loop cutout pass, going all the way there to Arnold Agonda. Arnold Agonda goes and scores. Arnold Agonda on the scoreboard just minutes after coming on for Vincent Odhiambo. Kenya stretch their lead by another 5 points. They had numbers out wide. that quick recycling, helping them to utilize the numbers on their left. Arnold still had some work to do, cut back in, rode one tackle, then barged over the whitewash. Conversion successful. ReUnion finding the going tough here. Not finding clear-cut, not making clear-cut opportunities, not creating enough chances for them to score. They have just around less than a minute to get themselves onto the scoreboard.
Yep. Couple of seconds to go, second half. An interesting fixture. Kenya, Morans, this second string side, most of these boys have been starring in the local 7th circuit, and befitting to have most of them here. Arnold Agonda there going over for that try has been a mainstay at that Daystar Falcon side. You can see Clinton and Mkwachi not really fazed by the opportunity or the stage, and exactly they can hold their own. I mean, they've not conceded, and of course with new players coming together, you expect that the combinations wouldn't be working from the onset. But as much as they've been tasked, they've given back in equal measure and actually leading this game. So very good return in terms of their first match, and of course should be looking at building up or building on this result as they head on to match day 2.
Yeah, only 3 of the Morans players have been in the colors of the national team, so a lot of players just trying to ensure that they can give themselves a chance to remain in the setup. And they are doing a good job here.
Yeah, most of them are probably played for the Kenya under-20s. And when I think about the Kenya under-20 side that has really entertained guys at the Nyaa National Stadium, nobody comes to mind better than one Builder Dogeta. And I don't know, wherever he is, he's ruled some of these stages as a winger. And you look at the quality, that shows you the depth of our national 7th circuit, that we have some of the players who you probably would look at and see their return rates and think that these are probably players who could have a shout. So many of them have missed an opportunity, but the depth is there for everyone to see to it.
Yeah, there's a huge depth, especially after 6th round of that's concluded Kenya National 7th circuit. This is the outcome, and this is the best place to put the players under test and under stress to see what they can be able to deliver with these debutants and the new call-ups. Last opportunity here, dying embers of this match. Will Morans score another one? Yes, they will. Arnold Agonda with his second and closes the accounts for the Morans. For the Kenya Morans, his second try in as many touches of that ball. Good strike rate. So Kenya Morans really starting strongly. This is their first match and the only match for this match day 1. And they have given a good account of themselves. That conversion finding its mark. Final score here is 24-0. As you watch, he had the presence of mind to control that ball using his foot, and then once he had it in his hands, just went over 10 meters out. Good show, good outing for Morans. A lot of the players getting those jitters out, donning the first